All right. So moving forward. All right. So we were talking about all those things. So next thing that you have to see again, this was my illustration. Okay. It's not like, because I was not that good at Photoshop, so this is how I cut the image. It's not that clear, but again, it was, you can either get the images scanned. What I did was I clicked those images in sunlight. Okay, I kept, and actually I got scanned also, but the quality I didn't like about the scan. So what I did was I kept it in a very bright area, like in the balcony where the sunlight was really good. So what I did was I clicked the pictures. I edited the pictures in Photoshop only, like, brighten them up कि वो dull ना लगे या कुछ ऐसा ना हो. So I did so that वो थोड़ा लगे कि हाँ ये digital है. At that time, that was my mentality कि हाँ digital लग रहा है, but still it was not looking that good, but still मेरे actual जो illustration है वो that looks better. ठीक है, so my faces were not that good. You can see like how much I have improved at this moment. ठीक है, so this was the outfit that I made. See the red element in that, and the snowflake embroidery. You can see. I think you can see it here. Okay, see the outfit. Yeah, do one thing. I'll add this, like, isme screen share karke, let me add it here only. Okay, allow me a moment. All right, so let me share the screen with you guys. Okay. So I hope you are seeing this. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this was the portfolio cover. Okay, this was the theme board. Okay, like how exactly I got inspired by this theme. And then this was the jewelry and accessory board, all the accessories that I wanted to add to the board. This is color board. Again, I chose A3 size in this. Okay, A3 size ka dimensions you can easily get, if you know. It's okay. You can easily get from Google also. Okay, choose that dimension and then work on the illustrations or the boards. Okay. Then again, this was the garment board. This was the illustration. Okay, so again, sorry if you don't like this or you're amazed that how, sorry. wait. Okay. So these are the boards. And this is the illustration. Okay. So I added the elements. So I wanted कि मैं एक ही sheet में पूरा cover कर लूँ कि मुझे मैं कौन-कौन से fabrics इसमें use कर रही हूँ. This is not something that I would recommend, but at that time I had to like hurry it because I took so much time in the making of the portfolio. Okay. So this was the outfit. All right, the first outfit, this was the first outfit. And I was, my stylization was basically the hair. I know it's a bit like, very plain, but I actually wanted to, like, I was really good at drawing the hairstyles, even like before face features. Okay, I was really good at the hairstyles and I wanted to enhance the hairstyles. See, you can see that the hairstyle is looking very realistic because that is how I started the illustration. The first thing that I learned was the hairstyles. Okay. So धीरे धीरे you will improve the, and mistakes भी हैं कुछ, काफी सारी mistakes हैं. And then the flat sketches. ठीक है. These flat sketches were very जुगाड़ होता है ना, जैसे वो किया था मैंने इसमें. So what I did was कि I drew this on the like normal paper and I clicked the picture and then I removed the background from the like, you can see that you can also see the pen marks or a, so that was how I did it. Okay, so I made the flat sketches on the paper. Instead of making it on Photoshop, I made it on the paper and then I removed the background. You can also like, correct if there is a mistake kind of. Okay, so this was the flat sketch because we had to make front and back. I didn't make the back sketch, so I made the back, the flat sketches. Okay, this was the second outfit. Again, my face features were very different at that time, the way I drew it. It was not realistic, but still, I really liked it at that time. They look very beautiful to me. Okay, so these are the outfits. Like here, I have added the pleat, like, the pleats. I was kind of inspired by Gaurav Gupta also for this. Okay, so this and then this. So I had a cape kind of like, look to it. So this was the front and there was snowflake here. You can see there was a snowflake. Okay, so then this looked very horrendous, but still, okay, this was the male outfit. I wanted to have some drapes in red. Okay, so this was the male outfit, a normal suit with the snowflake embroidery and some drapes like this. Okay, this was the third outfit in the female. Okay, this was also a gown, but it was like, there is a mermaid shaped gown inside and like, and there was a different layer outside. Okay, so I've added all the embroidery also. कि मैंने कौन-कौन से embroidered fabric use किया. This was the fabric, snowflakes. Okay, and this was the fabric that I used, the shimmer georgette. Okay, for the flowy fabrics and all. So red satin I used, pearl embroidery. This everything was stone and pearl embroidery I made. This was the black swan and snow, like black swan. So I wanted it to be a bit, like I'm gonna say कि थोड़ा सा different kind of कि वो बहुत cute bridal outfits. This was kind of like a cocktail outfits. Okay, so I made a swan wing over here and then I made a like lingerie or under this, and then I had a gown where the fabric, inside fabric of this is red. Outside fabric is basically like galaxy or shimmer Georgette also, you can say. At that time we used to call it galaxy fabric. Okay, it's a very shiny fabric. Inside that I added the red satin. All right, then again, this is the, I added a, like, accessory, you can say. This is the accessory that I added, like one side of the shoulder and then a wing. And this was the gown. Okay. This was the male outfit. Yeah, I was kind of obsessed with drawing abs at that time. So I made almost all the male outfits this way only. So like I made tattoos all over him. So I had this leather, wing or the accessory that I added to it, then the pants and then the boots. Okay, so again the red drape. Okay, this was the second theme, the garment board of this. Garment board mein I like how the garments are going to see. This was actually the theme board. It was not good in the like. Okay, so this is the Mermaid and Poseidon fantasy garments that I made. Okay, I chose all the fantasy elements that I could create here. Okay, I could take inspiration from. Okay, so the write-up and then the garment board. What kind of outfit? So I wanted to draw lingerie. So I took all the images from Pinterest and what kind of lingeries that I'm going to make. So I was kind of, as I said, I was inspired by the Victoria's Secret. So I added those elements also here. Okay. This was the jewelry accessory board, like the mermaid bands or crowns like this, and this kind of shoes, like headbands and everything, like wings, or the elements that I wanted to use for the jewelry and accessory. Okay, then the color board, what kind of colors that I'm going to use. Okay, I wanted to go for very bright colors in this because lingeries, like basically, like, in Victoria's Secret, also they make a very bright lingerie. So I wanted to go for a very bright colors in this one. Okay, so these are the colors. I took all the color palettes from these images and then I stacked them together like this. Okay, this was the outfit. And I made her sit on the rock through Photoshop. So I made this pose and then I added a rock behind. Okay, so looking it like she's sitting on that, like you can see her shoes, they have like, scales in that, and the lingerie also has scales. The crown, the hand, like, the fins over here. So like I was really, and see, this is the embroidery, or you can say the texture of the fish. And so I took the inspiration from there. You can see there, and I wanted to like draw. I was really into drawing hair, so I think you can see here also, like I drew a very long braid. Here I have drawn very, so you have to show your stylization a lot. See, this is how I draw the braid here. So आपको अपनी जो स्टाइलाइजेशन है, you have to show, like it's like कि आपको दिखाना है कि हाँ मेरी ये स्टाइलाइजेशन है. Someone is like, okay, that this thing is looking so beautiful. So I was really into drawing hair. So these are the ombre hair that I draw and the elements of this. And then again, this is the ombre hair. Like I wanted to add everything that a mermaid or like, inspired by that. So I added all those elements like flowy hair and like colorful hair. Like these colors are basically in fishes also. So that is why I would inspire from this. This is one, and then the crown, and all these textures I have made from Staedtlers. Okay, the transition of colors, everything is done with Staedtlers. I was really obsessed with Staedtlers at that time. I didn't want to use anything else. So every detail that you are seeing here in these are done by Staedtlers. It took me many hours, but still I made it from Staedtlers only. Okay. You can see here. Okay, all the textures you're seeing here. See the accessory I added here, and this also, like the Poseidon I don't know what to call it. So these are the different elements. This was a fantasy outfit, so that's why I made all the fantasy elements. See the pleats. I was not good at pleats at that time, so but I still added it. So again, Stedlers अगर आपको आते हैं ना, then also you can create many beautiful outfits. ठीक है, textures उसमें बहुत अच्छे आते हैं. Skin rendering is also done from Stedlers. The outfit, like the fabrics that I've used different kind of fabrics, the polyester, nylon, and so you have to, like, the flat sketches you're seeing here. This was the history of costume. So this was very grand. Like these are the outfits that like I got inspired by, but I made something else. Okay, so I made it like into an Indo-Western kind of thing. Okay, so history of costumes, what the colors that I'm going to use. I wanted to use very typical red and golden color for this one. Okay, see the jewelry in accessory board. These were the garments, add the pleats, gowns, and like all these kind of elements that I've added. Golden silk fabric, these were done by silk fabric, and red velvet, like this was the velvet texture. The embroidery, golden zari embroidery that I wanted to give. So you can see that there's embroidery. Okay, these kind of outfits I wanted to try out. Okay, the elements, this was inspired by the 80s or like Queen Elizabeth kind of outfits. So these things are little things I took from those, like big jackets and like flowy things, and I took from that there, but I created Indo-Western outfits. So this was like Shirwani, but still I took the elements of there. This was also okay. So this is the end of my portfolio. Okay, we made garments also. We made few garments also for this, but still, I think you can see like all the elements that I added in the portfolio. Okay, so again, what I didn't add was the spec sheet. Spec sheet is important because spec sheet is something कि आपको उसमें जो आपने outfits, जो आपने fabrics use किए वो सब कुछ और everything else and the flat sketches also you add in there, and then you can add all these things in different sheets also. You can add it in same sheets also, like I did, because I didn't want it to be very heavy. I tried to make everything in one go. ठीक है, ज़्यादा pages ना हो, but still it looks very filling. So you can add the spec sheets and the image of outfits and the photo shoots, and if you guys have photo shoots, so you can also get like you can make those outfits. Few outfits you can make. Some fantasy outfits are difficult to make, but you can make the commercial outfit that you can actually sell if you want to. Okay, so do it like that कि आप जो commercial outfits हैं, जैसे कोई इंडो वेस्टर्न वेयर बना रहे हो या फिर कोई गाउन्स बना रहे हो, कुछ बना रहे हो, make them commercial, ठीक है, जो you can sell also later on. So you can like have, if you have fashion shows, you can like have those run for the themes, and you can design all these things and you can get shoots done for that. ठीक है, that looks very good because उसमें क्या है कि it shows कि आपने जो illustration बनाया है, it can be converted in an actual outfit also. Okay, so you have to like work on these things कि आप उस जो outfit है, जो illustration है, उसको as a outfit लेके चल रहे हो, and you're making an outfit yourself or you're getting it made from someone else like masters or any tailor that you have, and you can like आपको ज़्यादा उसको वो भी करने की जरूरत नहीं, आप एक garment भी बनाओगे, get the photo shoot done. जरूरी नहीं है प्रोफेशनली शूट कराओ, एक नॉर्मल सी वॉल के आगे खड़े होके नॉर्मल रिंग लाइट या कुछ भी ऐसी एलिमेंट्स है या कोई भी आप शूट कराना चाहते हो, यू कैन गेट इट शूटेड आल्सो. ठीक है, सो उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, आप इजीली कर सकते हो वो चीजें. सो मेक अ गारमेंट इफ यू वांट टू ऐड. ओके, बट ये चीज जो सब चीजें हैं ना, इट कैन क्रिएट अ वेरी इफेक्टिव पोर्टफोलियो कि आप कहीं भी जाओ वो पोर्टफोलियो लेके, एंड इट इज लाइक कि पीपल आर सेइंग कि हाँ बहुत अच्छा है. ठीक है, इन माई एक्सपीरियंस I at this moment I don't like the portfolio that much कि मैं और better कर सकती हूँ, but at that time my portfolio was like appreciated by everyone, and even my college kept my portfolio for 1 or 2 years. So I took it from them when I got married, so because I had to like come to a different state after that, so I took it from them, but they actually showed that portfolio to other people also. the students who are doing all these things. So you can, so these are the things ki portfolio mein important hai. And if you have written the points, it's totally fine. Or I will very soon, because I'm actually working on my website and I'm going to upload it on website. Okay, and then I think I can add it on my Instagram. Okay, and also if you DM me on Instagram, any one of you, I can send you the link of the portfolio right now, so you can have a look at this. Okay. Also, like if you have any questions, we can have a Q&A for like half an hour. We have time, so we can have a Q&A. Okay. So any questions, anyone, you can ask me. Okay.
So, ma'am.
Yes. Hi.
Hi, this is Shubha here, ma'am.
Hello.
Hi, ma'am. Actually, one of our students is asking, like, if they take inspiration from Glacier, so how could they, like, proceed from there? Like, they have chosen inspiration from Glacier. Like, what are the colors they can use? Like, what are the flow of the clothes they can use? Like that sort of questions they're asking. So, can you just explain it?
Glacier is basically like, a form of water. Okay, so you can make it like कि आप ऐसे भी कर सकते हो that you show it as a glacier, like जो texture है fabric का, crushed fabric होते हैं ना, you can choose, you can choose a white color का crushed fabric, because crushed things are basically like वो थोड़ा inspired करती हैं ice की तरफ. Okay, you can take crushed fabric, and you can also take the net fabric for that, and you can make the textured एलिमेंट्स की आप जो क्रश नेट होती है ना, जो थोड़ी हार्ड नेट बोलते हैं जिसको, आप उससे एलिमेंट्स बना सकते हो, थोड़ा 3D में एलिमेंट्स बना सकते हो कि अलग अलग शेप्स हो गई उससे. या फिर आप एक जो ग्लेशियर होता है, नॉर्मल आइस होती है, उसकी क्या शेप होती है कि अगर आप किसी भी वहां से उसको उठाते हो, या इफ यू हैव गॉन टू द माउंटेन्स एंड यू हैव सीन लाइक द आइस एंड द जो तो उस तरीके से आप एलिमेंट्स क्रिएट कर सकते हो उन जो लाइक मैं कैसे समझाऊं, डिफरेंट शेप्स होती है ना. आप जरूरी नहीं है दैट यू हैव टू टेक अ राउंड और बहुत ही क्लीन शेप्स आप ले रहे हो, रेक्टेंगल वगैरह. टेक वेरी रैंडम
fabric, right? Like we can go with that also a little bit.
which fabric?
Dobby weave.
Yeah, you can go
You can
with
like
that.
use that.
Yes, anything that can
like
make a textured garment. Okay, glaciers में textured garments बहुत ही ज्यादा अच्छे लगेंगे. So you can choose those fantasy garment, as I was saying कि एक theme आप fantasy garment रखो, तो textured रखो जिसमें आप अलग अलग शेप्स के आप ऐसे यहाँ शोल्डर पे आप उसको लगा सकते हो. एंड यू कैन मेक अ स्कर्ट आउट ऑफ इट, कि आपका जो टॉप है दैट इज सिंपल, बट उसकी जो स्कर्ट है उसमें अलग अलग टेक्सचर्ड वाले जैसे. और ये टेक्सचर्स ना आप लाइक एम्ब्रॉयडरी या उससे भी, सॉरी एम्ब्रॉयडरी कह रही हूँ मैं, आई एम सॉरी, आई फॉरगॉट इट. लाइक I'm not remembering the name of it. I used to work on that, but okay, I'll remember it साथ, so I'll tell you. ठीक है, so that is also a way of doing it, and बहुत उसमें अच्छा लगेगा texture में. Any tips for doing mini details and embroidery on illustrations or outfit? I think illustrations only, na? So mini details are basically done from the like brushes. I have few brushes, let me show you. Okay, there are the Galpino brushes. Brustro also has some brushes, but I didn't like the Brustro like for the detail. All other brushes are good. This is Galpino, okay, and there is Mint. Okay, Mint Mote. I don't remember the name. Sorry, I am really not good at like selling the brands. So I use the Galpino one. I've been using it from the start, and like I had two brushes. One is not that capable right now, so I'm using the new one. Okay. Before that, what I did. Let me show you what I did with a brush that I had. Okay, this was when I was in college. See. So I bought this brush, but it wasn't that thin. So what I did was I cut the like few bristles from the brush, and then I used it. So it has a very thin tip now. So initially I was using this for the details. Now there are many brushes available. I also have one. This is Princeton. Okay, but I didn't like the Princeton one. I paid a lot, like it was around 400, 500 rupees for one brush, but still I didn't like the, because it starts to like, it didn't have a very pointed tip. Okay, it had at that time, but later on it didn't work for me. So I'm using the Galpino one only. So again, you don't have to buy very expensive brushes also. Okay, normal brushes works fine. Ek 000 brush le lo. Okay, 000 brush works fine when it comes to the detailing part. ठीक है, एक वो 000 ब्रश ले लो. Galpino का easily available है. पहले ये चीजें इतनी available नहीं होती थी at my time. ठीक है, I used to go. I was living in Delhi, so we used to go to Chandni Chowk, Nai Sadak for all these things. So easily Amazon पे available है Galpino वाला भी, and I have actually mentioned it on the art supplies section that I have on Instagram. Like I have a highlight where I've shown all the art supplies, so you can have a look at that also. ठीक है, और for the golden embroidery, I use these. और अगर आप इतना नहीं करते हो तो you can use this pen also. I have been using this pen for so long. I have like upgraded myself to these because I got good with the brushes. But before that, I was using this pen only. The white pen, I think.
What's the name of the golden color palette that you're using?
This is Kansai Kambi Starry Colors. Okay, like they have 6 colors, different colors. You see, like I've used most of them. Okay, these are the palettes that I have. Like they have different golden shades and white also. White didn't work for me because वो दिखता नहीं है इतना लिखते हुए. So other golden 2-3 shades are I really like those shades for the embroidery. So then again, if you want to use, you can use the golden pen also. That like it's Uniball Figno. Uniball Figno. It comes in 0.8, but still if you work with like बहुत उसको ध्यान से करते हो, so you can easily use these also. White pen is good. White pen, I've been using white pen for so long. Okay, and other colors that I've shared with you yesterday. Okay, so बहुत सारी आपको ज़्यादा medium भी use करने की ज़रूरत नहीं. Initially, I was just using Staedtlers. Okay, मैंने Staedtler के अलावा कुछ भी use नहीं किया था. Water color में से base वगैरह के लिए use करती थी, या फिर मुझे जब छोटे-छोटे color fill करने होते थे ना, I used to work with watercolor at that time. नहीं तो सारी details I used to give with Staedtlers. Okay, and then I upgraded to markers and then watercolor. So धीरे-धीरे अपने आप को upgrade करो चीजों में. You don't have to be very like rigid की नहीं मुझे यही वाला जो है medium यही वाला use करना है. जो medium में you are good, use that medium only. ठीक है? As I showed you also, I've only worked with Staedtlers at that time. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, do you have some of your recent illustrations or some incomplete illustrations that you're working on, so that we can see, like the versus the complete version, like that, the incomplete and the complete, like when you start.
I have not started anything new yet. I only have the ones I've completed because this is the last one that I made. And this one I just made randomly because I wanted to use a gouache. So I didn't even do anything to the paste, just randomly made this. Okay. And I just want to show you one of my failed attempt. Like this was one, like I didn't like the face in this one. Okay, और भी I think था, अभी मिल नहीं रहा है. But still गलत होता है, सबका गलत होता है, तो कोई ऐसी problem नहीं है उसमें. And let me see if I have anything or complete illustrations with me. I think if you have seen this one, this one, this one. I don't have a incomplete illustration. This was the face illustration that I did. This is also the recent one. So I actually keep everything away. Like these are the recent illustrations that I've done. So I'm keeping this here with me. Okay, baki everything else is away. Okay. Anything else? See,
I have.
Yes, please say.
Ma'am, if we get inspired by a series, like a movie series or a web series, we see how can we like use that in our portfolio then?
Okay,
Like
so
that is already, the costumes has been already been made for
from the
them.
collection, from the characters. Okay, I think you might have seen Euphoria. I think Euphoria is a show, right? Like the yeah. So Euphoria, you can see a lot of different characters in that. ठीक है, Maddie है और उसमें दो तीन Cassie है. So you can see a different kind of characters. ठीक है, choose that character कि आपको character है उसके according how you are designing an outfit. ठीक है, Maddie's personality, she's a very badass kind of person. So you design an outfit as per her. ठीक है, उसकी जो personality है and you can take all the elements from her outfits. Check her outfits, like she's very vintage with the hairstyles and everything. So get inspired by those things. Outfit आप कोई भी choose करो, get inspired by the characters of that. ठीक है, उसमें क्या क्या चीजें आपको दिख रही हैं कि जो कि आपको उनके लाइफस्टाइल में या कैसे दिख रही हैं. गेम ऑफ थ्रोन्स और लाइक anything like the Lord of the Rings, all the elements from there. Keep vintage outfits है उनके. You give the elves kind of ear to it. So कोई भी आप series या फिर आप, I watch a lot of series and movies, so I can tell you a lot of names. So किसी भी थीम से आप किसी भी तरीके से किसी भी कैरेक्टर से इंस्पायर हो सकते हो. आपको कोई, और सबसे बड़ी चीज मैं बताऊं कि आप कभी भी ना अपने आप को रिस्ट्रिक्ट मत करो. ठीक है, डोंट रिस्ट्रिक्ट योर सेल्फ अबाउट अ थीम. एक्सप्लोर करो जितना यू कैन डू, कि जितने भी एक्सपेक्ट्स तक यू कैन एक्सप्लोर ना, एक्सप्लोर इट. सर्च जितना कर सकते हो. ठीक है, आई यूज्ड टू सिट ऑन माय लैपटॉप और फोन फॉर आवर्स जस्ट टू सर्च कि मुझे इसके रिलेटेड क्या क्या एलिमेंट्स मिल जाएंगे. सो डू दैट. ऑलराइट, एनीथिंग एल्स? Any more question? Like anyone who can ask me, it doesn't matter. Like I think some of them are not the students from idea, but you can also ask me anything. Okay. No more questions. I think be very casual with me. Okay. Any question that you have in mind ना, it doesn't matter कि वो छोटा है या बड़ा है, कोई भी questions है, just ask me. Okay. We can also discuss your themes. If you're working on your portfolio, you can discuss your themes also.
No, ma'am, actually no questions. You've explained it very beautifully. We understood whatever queries we actually asked you. And just that your illustrations are really wonderful. And we just look at them like all day.
Thank you so much. I think anyone can do this.
And actually we're inspired by you also. In this situation, I can say that I'm definitely inspired by you because my illustrations are like also like a little bit off. I'm an artist, but I don't like to draw, like and restrict myself in illustration. So yeah, I'm inspired to practice more because of you.
Thank you. See, that is why, like, कि आप जब भी you think ना कि, because I also sometimes feel like कि नहीं मेरा मन नहीं कर रहा अब ये करने का, but still like when people come up to me saying कि I started like making illustrations after seeing yours, so I feel like यार क्यों छोड़, because even I sometimes feel कि because I am at home, I'm at home all day, I'm freelancing, I get very like I feel like I want to work somewhere and I want to be around people, and because at that time, but then I feel like I'm around so many people, and this way I can actually connect with so many people and inspire, because I get inspiration from other people, and then I feel like okay, I can inspire people. Okay, so that is something that keeps every person going on. Okay, so thank you so much again for having me here, and I really loved. But I just wanted you guys to ask more questions because I am someone who can talk all day. If you keep me here for 2 more hours, I'll just keep talking.
Explained it so beautifully that we actually have no queries. Whatever we had, we actually asked you. And if we had any more after the session, we'll definitely DM you. We'll actually eat your head up, I think.
No,
as you said, you would love that. So
any student who has any kind of doubt, It doesn't matter it is from any college or any person. You just DM me, I'll reply you. If I don't reply you at that time, I can reply you 1 or 2 days, but I will actually reply you any queries that you have. So you can DM me, you can ask me. I go live also on my page, so you can ask me at that time also. So just like, don't feel restricted कि नहीं मुझे अभी डाउट नहीं आया, मुझे बाद में आएगा तो मैं क्या करूंगी. Ask me anytime. ठीक है, my DMs are open to everyone. ठीक है, if I am able to help a budding student, a budding fashion designer in any way, because I wanted that for myself. ठीक है, I wanted someone to tell me how things are going to be, because I had a really rough time, reaching here. I was a CA student, I was a CA dropout, and then I joined the fashion designing, and then I still felt like कि शायद ये मेरी चीज नहीं है. I didn't want to do it, but then COVID happened. Then I started this page, and suddenly everything felt really good to me. So I finally thought कि हाँ, if I had someone who can actually see my work and tell me कि मैं ये कैसे कर सकती हूँ, या फिर how I can do it, so I would have done this long time ago. But I did from my own experience. Yes.
Yeah, actually, ma'am, we are thinking of giving our students a task for a week, like they have to make a croquis proper stylized as you showed us yesterday.
Yeah.
And then will you be like comfortable in checking them when we send our
Yes.
students pictures?
Yes. I'm very comfortable in them.
Like if they're making mistakes, you can, because you are professional, and so you know much better right now. So we'll
Yes.
send you. I'll send you on my WhatsApp. Is that okay?
Yeah, you can send me on WhatsApp, or any student want to personally DM me also. That's totally fine. You can send me anywhere you are comfortable with.
Okay, ma'am. Oh, it's just that we want to ask, like, it's task for our students for a week, so they'll make some good croquis for you.
Yes.
And practice also. As you said yesterday, practice is key, no matter what.
Yes.
As you said, as you also shared your experience that you practiced a lot. So practice is key, no matter how talented you are. If you're not going to practice, then it's not going to be done.
I am still practicing. Let me show you what I'm doing right now. Okay, I am actually planning to, I am just trying to upgrade myself. This is, I think I uploaded on my story also. This is something like I'm working on a 3D figure, like how you can draw a 3D body figure. So I'm learning all these things. Okay, I find new courses for myself also. I learn new things. So it doesn't matter आप कहाँ भी पहुँच जाते हो ना, you have to keep learning to be in that business. ठीक है, अगर आप अपने आप को upgrade नहीं कर रहे हो ना किसी भी तरीके से, मैंने portfolio बना लिया, I could have left illustrations at that point. I had a job in fashion and I was doing fine, but still एक होता है ना कि I want to improve myself. You can actually see my improvement from the first post that I made on the page, and in last 2 years how much improvement I've done. So कभी भी किसी भी time you can start your illustrations again, even if you are leaving it here. अगर आप दिन में half an hour भी practice करते हो ना, you give half an hour to your illustration or anything related to this, and you will actually be so good in few months only. I took almost this many years, because I left illustration in 2018 and then I started again in 2020. I had a two-year break, and then I've been doing it every day.
Sorry, ma'am, to interrupt you. Actually, it's less than a minute. So should we join again, or it's the end of the session?
You can end the session here, or if you want to, like, I'm totally comfortable in talking, so you can do it, or we can end the session. That's totally fine. Okay.
Actually, we understood everything, and now we're going to give our students a task, as I told you.
Yes.
For a week, you have to draw a stylized croquis, and then I'll DM you on WhatsApp. I'll send you my name and currently right now. Yes. And it was a very wonderful session we had with you. Thank you so much for giving us a precious time. And do you want to give any topics for our students so that they'll make croquis on that only?